Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I want to talk about a concept today that is extremely important, and it's actually the most important concept when it comes to weight loss, when it comes to finally being able to lose the stomach fat, to lose the fat that you have on your body and really step into your dream body and actually have a physique that you can be proud of. Something that, you take off your shirt and you're like, wow, I look fucking amazing. And we're going to be talking about that concept, and also I'm going to be talking about something that I picked up from Sam Ovens. He's a business entrepreneur type guy, and he helps business owners. But I thought he said something that translates perfectly into fitness. So I'll be showing you guys that as well, because it's going to be a game changer. And this is going to be a bit of a longer video, but I promise if you just turn off your phone, turn off the TikTok, turn off the Instagram, and really focus on this video, it's going to help you so much. So the first thing that I want to touch on that really helped me be able to lose my 60 pounds, and what I really like to ingrain into all of my clients that are able to have amazing transformations, is the single most important thing is your mindset. And I know, guys, it sounds so corny whenever people say, oh, it's just your mindset, but let me explain in a practical approach why your mindset quite literally dictates if you're going to lose the weight or not. So it's very important that you have the correct mindset when you're trying to lose weight. But why is it important? Well, let's put it like this. You could have the perfect meal plan, right? All the macros are perfectly suited for you. They're all tracked out for you. The exact protein amount, the exact fats, the exact carbohydrates that you should be eating. You could have all of that laid out for you with the exact times that you should eat everything at. You could also have the exact workout program that is perfect for you. Perfect for your blood type, your activity level. It's perfect for your age and gender, and it's telling you exactly what to do, what exercises to do, the perfect form, video tutorials with everything. And you could also have the perfect supplement protocol. Take some vitamin D for energy, take some creatine for extra, muscle, take some protein powder to help you recover. You have everything perfect, right? You could have all of that and still fail. And what is the difference between the people who actually lose the weight and the people who fail? Because there's people who can lose weight without any of that stuff. They just kind of wing it when it comes to the gym. They just eat until they're full. They eat some protein. They eat until they're full. They're not really tracking anything. And then also they don't really care about supplements. They're not spending a ton of money on supplements. Yet they still manage to lose weight. Why is that? Well, it's simply because of your mindset, right? It's the most important thing, because it's what dictates if you're going to keep going when things get hard. Because I'm here to tell you firsthand, things will get hard. And one of the things that you're going to have to deal with is like, fuck, I don't feel like going to the gym today. Right? You're going to have those days a lot. And it's very easy to just say, I'm just going to stay home and I'm going to, sit on my couch and I'm just not going to go to the gym today. I'd rather, watch Netflix. I'd rather, put on a show. I'd rather game, right? Because it's so much easier to do that rather than go to the gym. Same thing with eating healthy. Oh, I don't feel like eating healthy today. I really am craving some KFC. I'm craving some Burger King, right? Because it tastes so good. I don't want to eat healthy, right? And so you give up if you don't have the right mindset. So how do we get the right mindset? I had to switch hands because my shit was hurting, but how do we get the right mindset? Well, it's all about figuring out what is the purpose of doing this for. Why are you actually trying to lose weight? Let's talk about do's and don'ts when it comes to creating the right mindset, okay? What are you doing this for? Are you doing this simply for abs? Maybe bigger arms? Are you doing this to look good at the beach? All of these are vanity metrics. And I'm not saying this won't work for some people, but I'm saying when things get rough, this is not the fucking right mindset to have, because you're not going to stick it through. Now, what are some actually do's? Being healthy, okay? Who the fuck doesn't want to be healthy? Being healthy. Inspiring kids, okay? Inspiring your children, right? Who wants a dad that's fat and out of shape and doesn't play with them or run around with them or toss the hardball with them? No kid. Imagine being the dad that's like, dude, I'm jacked, I'm in shape, and I can run around with my kids for hours. In fact, I can outrun them. So they know what it's like to have a strong father figure, right? Which is another good reason. Being on earth longer, right? You get to live an extra 5 or 10 years, maybe even 15 or 20, simply because you take care of your health. Sign me the fuck up, right? So, why is your mindset so fucking important? Well, just to kind of, let me put this up real quick, just so you guys can see why it's so important. Because when things get hard, you're gonna have good fucking reasons for sticking it through. So those days you don't feel like going to the gym, all you have to remind yourself is, I'm doing this not just for these vanity metrics, not just because I want abs or bigger arms or I want to look good at the beach, but because I have a much deeper mindset and a much deeper purpose. I want to be healthy, right? I want to inspire my kids. I want to be on this earth for longer. Because imagine those days that you don't feel like going to the gym or those days that you don't feel like eating healthy. You're not just giving up on yourself, you're giving up on your purpose. You're giving up on your family, you're giving up on your friends, you're giving up on the people that look up to you. And that's why your mindset is the single greatest asset that you have. Otherwise, you're gonna crumble when shit gets hard. When you don't have the motivation, when you don't feel like eating healthy, when you don't feel like going to the gym, when you don't feel like getting your daily steps in, you're gonna crumble if this is your motivation, just looking good. This is why it's so important to have the right mindset. It's going to carry you so far. And also, it's the belief that you're able to do this. It's so fucking important that you believe with 100% certainty that this is possible for you. I can't tell you how many people reach out to me. They're like, Sebastian, I want to lose weight. And I give them advice, and 6 months later, they're in the exact same spot. I've given them my free workout guide. I've given them my healthy meals cookbook. And 6 months later, I'll reach out and I'm like, hey man, how's it going? Oh man, I've gained weight. Or oh man, I haven't changed at all. And it's like, I gave you the tools, and this is what I'm saying. You can have all the tools, but if you don't have this, your mindset, you're never gonna lose the fucking weight. So it's important that you have full belief that you're able to lose this weight, okay? This is so important, full belief. Otherwise, you're never even gonna take action. If you're the type of person that says, oh, I'm fat because of my genetics, I'm fat because, my parents were overweight and they never taught me how to eat, they never took me out as a kid, they never enrolled me in sports. If you're the type of person that says, oh, well, I've always been lazy, that's why I don't go to the gym. If you're the type of person that says, oh, well, I'm just fat because I'm always eating fast food and I love fast food and I'll never stop loving fast food. That negative self-talk is also your mindset. That's a bad mindset to have when it comes to losing weight. So you need to have the correct mindset and have full belief that you are meant to be healthy. Your self-talk is so important in carrying you through this, because this is what's going to help you get through those hard times. So pay close attention to how you talk about yourself on your weight loss journey. Do you say things like, wow, I am meant to be healthy. I am meant to be strong. I am meant to live on this earth for as long as I can, full of energy, full of vitality, full of confidence? Or do you say, I'm meant to be fat because of my situation. I'm meant to be fat because my parents taught me to be fat. I'm meant to stay this way. I'm always gonna be fat. I'm always gonna be depressed. I'm always gonna love fast food. This is why I say, guys, your mindset creates your life. I say this in all my other videos. Your mindset is the single most important thing. And if you don't have full belief that this is gonna work out for you, let's say maybe you're 300 pounds right now and you're like, why even start? Why even, try this weight loss journey if it's not gonna work out? Well, there you go. You're never gonna try and you're never gonna know what's possible. But I've had clients who have started at 300 pounds and have lost a significant amount of weight. Why? Because they said, I'm meant for this. I am meant to lose weight. I'm going to step in to that next version of myself that is deserving of this weight loss. And I have full belief that things are gonna work out, and I don't care how hard it gets, I'm going to do it because I'm doing this for my future, for my family, for my health, because I wanna be on this earth for longer. And so, again, guys, I know I keep saying mindset, but it's the single most important thing that is gonna carry you through all of this. Now, another thing that I wanna touch on, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, is consequences, right? So what are second order consequences? So this is what I'm telling you I got from Sam Oven. So the reason I want to talk about it is because I thought it translates perfectly into fitness and health and losing weight, okay? And honestly, this is why some of the best entrepreneurs are healthy. They start in the gym. They start by gaining muscle. Bodybuilders and people who take their health seriously make a lot of money if they know where to put their time and resources, right? So second order consequences, what does this mean? Well, it's a very simple concept. When you eat a donut, why do you eat a donut even though you know it's not good for you? It's not a trick question. Let's say you have a Krispy Kreme donut even though you're overweight. Why do you do it? Very obvious answer, right? Tastes fucking good. Tastes delicious, right? I'll have a donut every once in a while, even though I'm a fitness coach. Why? Because it tastes fucking awesome, right? Now, most people, they only think about maybe the first consequence, okay? So let's say, I keep putting my pen over here, but okay, so let me write this down. Eat donut. So what is the first consequence that happens? And it doesn't always have to be negative. So tastes good. So of course, when you eat fast food or junk food, it tastes good and it spikes up the dopamine in your brain. That's why you do it. This is the first. Let me just undo this. So first consequence. Now, what is the second consequence of eating that donut though? Well, maybe you gain weight, right? You gain some pounds. And yeah, typically people will think about this. They'll be like, if I keep eating these donuts, I'm gonna gain some weight, right? And yeah, people typically do get to that second order of consequence. But this is where the long-term thinking really comes into play and is very important. And understanding this concept is really gonna help you make healthier food choices and really be able to get this weight off for good. So the third consequence is, let's say you gain some pounds, right? Let's say you gain a lot of pounds. Let's say you gain 50 pounds and guess what? Now you have diabetes, right? Or any medical condition. Let's just say diabetes for simplicity's sake, okay? You get diabetes because you ate a ton of donuts because they taste good, right? They make you feel good in the moment, but they don't make you feel good long term, right? So you gain some pounds. That's the second consequence. Now, what's the third order of consequence? You get diabetes or a medical condition. And most people would stop there, right? But no, let's go a step further. What does diabetes do for you? Well, let's say it puts you into debt because you're spending a ton of money on doctor's appointments. You're spending a ton of money on medical issues, a ton of money, on medicine, on all of that, right? And that puts you into debt. Your insurance can't cover all of it. And it puts you into debt. Now, say what does debt do? Let's say weakens your relationship. Say you have a wife. Now you guys are always arguing about finances, right? And it feels bad, right? Why does it feel bad? Oh, honey, I can't control, while we're in debt, I'm sick. But why are you sick? You weren't born with diabetes, right? You caused that on your own. And now your relationship is weak. What's the sixth order of consequence? You guys get divorced. Too much arguments. And you feel like your wife is being a bitch, right? Because it's like, I can't control this. I have diabetes. And I didn't want to have diabetes when you actually had a choice, right? This is what people don't think about. And some people may think this is extreme. It's not extreme at all. This happens all the time. And so you think your wife is being a bitch because she's judging you for being in debt. And you're like, why is she, judging me for being in debt? I can't control this. I can't control that I was going to get diabetes. Yes, you could. Your wife isn't a bitch. You are, right? Be honest with yourself. And so now you're divorced. That fucking sucks, right? Let's go to seventh order of consequence. What does being divorced make you do? You fall into depression, right? Now you're depressed. And what does depressed make you do? I'm not even gonna give you the eighth order of consequence, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. Now, again, a lot of people may think that this is extreme. Is it really though? How many times do you see this in America? People overeat on fast food because it makes them feel good in the moment, because they're too lazy to cook, because they claim that they don't have time to cook, or that it's too expensive, when both of those aren't true. If I look at your screen time, you have more than enough time, and there's healthy meals that you can get for a good price. So they eat the donut that tastes good, they gain pounds, they get a medical condition, They're in debt, weakens their relationship because of the debt. You end up divorced, end up depressed. We know what number 8 is, but I'm not gonna put it down because I don't want this video taken down. But what am I trying to say here, guys? Well, simply you have to consider the long-term effects of everything that you do. And I know, guys, that some of this may seem very extreme, but it's very, very possible. And when you're able to actually see the full effect horizon of the choices that you make, you're gonna be able to make much clearer decisions. You can do this exact thing with healthy foods, right? In fact, let's do it. This way you guys can actually understand like why this is so fucking important. So instead of eating a donut, we're gonna make this, eating chicken, okay? And I'm not talking fried chicken, I'm talking healthy chicken, right? Like a chicken breast or something, eating chicken. Now, number 1, what is the first consequence? It doesn't taste good. Does not taste good, right? This is why most people don't do it. Doesn't taste good, okay? Most people will not eat a chicken breast because it doesn't taste good and they'd rather just get like a hamburger from McDonald's, right? So that's why most people just don't even do that, because they think of the first consequence, like, oh, it's not gonna taste good. But now let's think about the second order of consequence. And again, guys, consequences don't have to be good or bad. They can be either, right? So it doesn't taste good, but what is it gonna do? Build muscle, right? I feel like I'm talking to a kid right now, but like it's true, right? It's gonna help you build muscle. What is building muscle gonna do? Maybe it gets you more confident, right? What does being more confident do? Gets you a raise at work. Because people notice it. They're like, wow, Sebastian takes very good care of himself. I love his energy. I love the confidence he exudes. We should give him a raise because he's so good at selling on the phone. Let's give him a fucking raise. And he looks good. He's jacked. So you get a raise at work. What does that do? Helps you find a wife. Straight 10 that is also in shape and cares about you. You guys both go to the gym. And then what does that do? You build a healthy family, right? It gives you purpose. And what is that order of consequence? The last one, you find fulfillment. Because I think that's my main goal in life, just to have a family that I actually love and that is also healthy. So look, guys, just from eating chicken breast, again, you may be thinking, Sebastian, it's not that extreme. In most cases it is. Of course, you have to do this consistently. And the same thing with the donut, guys. I want you guys to understand, like, eating one donut is not going to make you fall into depression. But if you do it on a consistent basis, yes, it will, right? Your life is built out of your consistent daily actions and your habits. So eating chicken, if you eat healthy on a consistent basis, what is that going to do? Well, it doesn't taste good at first, right? That's the first order of consequence. But what does it do? It helps you build muscle, which in turn helps you be more confident. And then you get a raise at work, and then you find a wife, and then you build a healthy family, and then boom, you find fulfillment. All because you decided to eat healthy, guys. So this is what I want you to understand, that your mindset is going to carry you so far when it comes to your weight loss journey and when it comes to being healthier. Because like I said, guys, you could be doing everything right, you could have the perfect program and plan, but if you're not able to stay consistent because you have a weak mindset and you crumble, you're never gonna see results. And I really wanted to touch on order of consequences, because this right here, I heard this from Sam Ovens and he translated it to business, but I thought I would translate it to fitness because I think this is an absolute game changer. And this is what's gonna help solidify your mindset and realize, why are you doing all this? Ask yourself, I want you to write down, why are you doing this? What's your purpose in trying to be healthy? And write down all the reasons that give you purpose. And that way, every single day that you wake up and don't feel like going to the gym, you can read that list out and be like, fuck this, I'm going to the gym because I want to be healthy, I want to be strong, I want to raise a strong family, I want to be the head of a nuclear family, and I want fulfillment, right? See how much easier that sounds to stay motivated instead of just being like, oh, I want to get abs, like a fucking dickhead. That's not motivation. This right here, fucking motivation. Get the fuck after it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want more videos like this, and if you want one-on-one coaching, click the first link in my description. Love you guys. Get jacked, get shape.